Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we are exploring an absolute classic, one of the most emotional and frankly unforgettable romance novels ever written, Nicholas Sparks's A Walk to Remember. You know, it's a story that has literally captivated millions since it hit the shelves, and today, we're going to do a deep dive into the really profound life lessons it offers. We're talking about redemption, transformation, and just the incredible capacity of the human heart.
But hey, before we really get going, I want you to just stop and think about something for a second. Look right at me and consider this. Can love truly transform someone? Can it completely rewrite their character from the inside out? Keep that question kind of floating in the back of your mind as we journey through this whole narrative today.
Okay, let's dive into this because, listen, this is far from your typical superficial teenage love story, not even close. It's actually a really profound journey of redemption, faith, forgiveness, and a type of love that is just entirely transformative. Honestly, by the end of this explainer, you might just view love in a completely different light.
So, setting the scene, our narrative takes place in the tight-knit small town of Beaufort, North Carolina. It's the late 1950s, right? So we're talking about a time of really strict social hierarchies and very clear expectations. The whole core of this story is built on friction. It's about two completely different worlds colliding in a way that literally neither of them ever expected.
Let's consider the stark contrast between our two main characters here, because it's a big one. On one side, we've got Landon Carter. He's your typical, kind of immature, popular teenager. Spends all his time seeking approval, pulling pranks, actively avoiding responsibility. He definitely doesn't think too deeply about life. Then on the exact opposite end of the spectrum, there's Jamie Sullivan, the minister's daughter. She's quiet, deeply religious, and instead of chasing popularity like everyone else, she actively chooses to spend her free time helping others. Landon never in a million years expected someone like Jamie to come along and completely change who he was.
And that's because Jamie is so much more than just the quiet girl at school. She has a truly, truly beautiful soul. What captivated Landon, and millions of readers for that matter, is her absolute purity. Like, even when she's totally ostracized and mocked by her peers, including Landon's own friend group, she responds with nothing but grace. She doesn't try to fit in, she simply chooses kindness. And it's that quiet strength that slowly begins to shift Landon's entire perspective on everything.
Let's move to and see how this builds, because how do these two opposites actually attract? The turning point happens in three pretty distinct steps. Step 1. Landon is forced to participate in the school play, where, to his absolute horror at the time, Jamie is the lead actress. At first, he's just humiliated, but as rehearsals grind on, Step 2 happens. He starts seeing Jamie without all that judgment. He sees how she finds beauty in the absolute simplest things and just believes in goodness. For the very first time in his life, someone actually inspires him to be better. And finally, Step 3. This unlikely, kind of awkward friendship deepens, and Landon finds himself falling deeply in love. Now, right in the middle of this transformation, Landon has this really profound realization about Jamie's ultimate purpose. You see, Jamie doesn't just want to be loved, she wants to make the world better before she leaves it. It's a beautiful thought on the surface, right? But beneath that quiet ambition, there's a tragic, hidden urgency to her words that Landon just doesn't fully understand yet.
And this brings us to a moment that changes absolutely everything. Just as their relationship is really blossoming into something beautiful and real, Jamie reveals a devastating secret hidden behind all that incredible kindness. It's a sudden, emotional gut punch that derails Landon's life. It's something he was entirely 100% unprepared for. She has leukemia, and it's terminal. Suddenly, Landon's entire world just comes to a crashing halt. The very person who finally taught him how to truly live is dying. What's absolutely heart-wrenching here is the wild contrast in their reactions. Landon is frantic. He totally refuses to accept it, desperately searching for doctors, treatments, miracles, literally anything. But Jamie remains entirely calm. So the crucial point is Jamie's perspective in this moment, which is just astonishing. She isn't afraid of death. She's only worried about the people she'll leave behind. Even while suffering, there's no anger, there's no bitterness at life. She just continues spreading kindness. It's this profound level of selflessness in the face of her own mortality that leaves such a permanent mark on Landon.
And this right here is where Landon faces the ultimate test. It's where his character transformation is truly cemented. Instead of running away from the tragedy, because let's face it, a lot of people would, he chooses to stay. He stays right beside her through the painful decline, reading to her, holding her hand. This isn't just some fleeting high school summer romance anymore. This is a picture of fierce, unconditional love in the face of unimaginable loss.
And that requires us to fundamentally redefine what we're actually talking about today: real love. Within the parameters of this story, it's clearly not based on physical attraction or high school popularity or just temporary, fleeting emotions. It is the kind of love that stays during pain, that sacrifices, and ultimately, that changes a soul forever. Take a second to really reflect on that powerful standard.
As time runs out, Jamie quietly admits she has just one dream left. She wants to get married. And Landon, he makes it happen. The wedding scene is incredibly emotional. Jamie walks down the aisle with a desperately weak body, but an entirely peaceful heart. And it's right there at that altar that Landon has the absolutely heartbreaking realization that sometimes loving someone really means learning how to let them go.
Jamie does pass away shortly after. But, as we look at the overarching themes of our explainer today, her death isn't the true ending of the story. Not at all. It's really about the enduring legacy of a short, impactful life. Because Jamie lived on inside Landon. Long after she passed away, that selfish, directionless teenager she met, he was completely gone, replaced by a compassionate man with real purpose, forever guided by her memory.
Which brings us to the lasting life lessons we can all take from their incredible journey. First up, love can transform. We literally saw Landon become his best self simply because Jamie believed in him. Second, life is fragile. Time is temporary, which means every single moment matters. Landon learned the hard way he couldn't take a single day with Jamie for granted. Third, kindness is powerful. Remember, it wasn't popularity that changed Landon's life. It was Jamie's unwavering grace. And finally, faith and hope. Even in the midst of terrible pain and deep uncertainty, Jamie actively chose hope over fear. And guys, these aren't just abstract textbook ideas. These are the lived, hard-earned experiences of these characters.
And this brilliantly illustrates the entire essence of the novel. The quote goes, "Love is like the wind. You can't see it, but you can feel it." This iconic quote perfectly summarizes the lasting emotional resonance of their story. Landon couldn't physically hold on to Jamie forever, but the love she gave him, that remained a tangible guiding force in his life forever.
It's reasons exactly like this that millions of people still shed tears over the story decades later. It connects with us because it's remarkably simple, deeply human, and just undeniably heartbreaking. It doesn't rely on flashy romantic fantasies or perfect, totally unrealistic scenarios. Instead, it focuses on genuine emotional growth, the absolute agony of loss, and finding profound meaning in our darkest moments.
Wow, we've covered a lot of ground today, looking at how one brief encounter completely altered the trajectory of a life. So I want to leave you with this final provocative question to reflect on as we wrap up. Do you believe true love can change a person forever? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I really hope this story leaves you with something deeply meaningful to carry with you today.